BTS members are working on a new album in LA, July 9. Los Angeles, July 9, 2025. The world of K-pop is rocked again. Shocking and encouraging news came from Los Angeles this morning. BTS members are reported to have gathered secretly at a famous recording studio in the Hollywood area, and a reliable source leaked that they are working on a new album scheduled for release in 2026. The presence of the members, including Jungkook, Jimin, RM, and even Jin, who has just completed his military service, confirmed by exclusive photos that began to spread on social media. A number of soldiers who happened to be near the studio claimed to see a black vehicle enter the rear parking area, with several of HYB's bodyguards and their personal managers looking on tight guard, most surprisingly. Several world-class music producers such as Andrew Watt, Benny Blanco, and Dog were reportedly seen entering the same studio. One of the insiders mentioned that this project is not just an ordinary album, but the next global revolution, a blend of K-pop, global pop, and cinematic music elements that BTS has never done before. More than that, according to industry sources, Jungkook and Jimin are said to be spearheading the creative process this time. Jungkook is rumored to have written 2 emotional ballads, while Jimin was exploring experimental vocals with high falsetto notes called electrifying all the producers in the room. Not to forget, Suga, who is still in his military service, is reportedly still involved in the writing and production process remotely through Zoom sessions and digital file collaboration. This proves that BTS's spirit of togetherness remains alive, no matter their current geographical conditions. Local and international media began to highlight BTS's activities in LA today, and the hashtags BTSinLA and BTS 2026 album immediately topped trending Twitter, X, and Weverse. Fans around the world began to speculate, will this be their first full group comeback since the conscription period began? Although there has been no official statement from HYB's side, fans are sure that this is not just a prank recording. Samsung copyright registrar devices even showed a new registration for the name BTS 2026 project earlier this month on ASCAP, which reinforces the notion that a full album is being seriously worked on. Los Angeles, July 9, 2025. Not stopping at the news they are working on a new album, the atmosphere around the recording studio in LA is like being in the middle of a global K-pop storm. BTS's activities today indirectly symbolize the start of their post-military revival era, and the 2 most talked about names since this morning are none other than Jimin and Jungkook. Both were seen in and out of the studio in casual outfits and face masks, but some fans managed to recognize each other's distinctive style. Jungkook is seen wearing a black leather jacket with his hair tied back, while Jimin dazzled in a light blue denim suit and a bucket hat that partially covered his face. Despite not interacting much with the media or fans, their presence was enough to spark an explosion of speculation. One of the most striking things is their intense movement from one studio room to another. Based on reports from staff working in the building, Jimin spent more than 4 hours in the vocal room, while Jungkook was in the production studio with several technicians and composers from America and Korea. A music insider stated, "What Jimin and Jungkook are working on right now is the core of BTS's new identity on the upcoming album. They're not just participating, they're really the prime mover. Their songs are very emotional, but also very bold and modern." The information that began to circulate showed that BTS not only recorded the song, but also prepared the visual concept and production of the music video directly from Los Angeles. Creative teams from different countries are rumored to have gathered in one closed location near Santa Monica, which sparked suspicions that a large-scale MV will soon be in the works. Not only that, Jimin and Jungkook are also said to have recorded the unit song that fans have been waiting for, something they've wanted to do for a long time, but have always been delayed. The song is rumored to combine Jimin's signature sentimental feel with Jungkook's vocal power and production colors, produced an emotional harmony that the producer called not just a song, but a spiritual experience. On the other hand, the appearance of RM and Jin in the same location reinforces the prediction that this is not just an individual session, but a full creative reunion of BTS. RM is reportedly writing philosophical lyrics for the main track, while Jin is returning from military service, I'm so excited to be back on my first day with the rest of the group. For many ARMY, this is a very emotional moment. Many were moved to tears to see how the members were back together, not just on screen, but really together in one space, uniting energy and vision for something bigger. Global fan base started streaming their old songs as a symbolic form of support. Some online communities even started a Welcome Back BTS greeting campaign. HYB has not yet given any official confirmation regarding this project, but an internal spokesperson said that they will soon release an important update that will shake up the entertainment world. Meanwhile, fans are starting to theorize that there will most likely be an official announcement regarding the new album or music video. Teaser in the next few weeks, with one of the potential dates mentioned is July 13th, which is ARMY's birthday. Whatever BTS has planned, one thing is certain, a new era has begun. And today, in Los Angeles, history is being rewritten by 7 young men who have changed the world and are now preparing to do so once again. Los Angeles, July 9th, 2025, amid the thin, cloudy LA sky and gentle summer breeze. The atmosphere around the BTS studio complex feels very different. From the outside, there were no flashy signage or large crowds as usual. However, in a building with extra tight security, that BTS's new history is being rewritten, and Jimin and Jungkook are at the forefront of that creative process. Today, it's not just about technical work in the studio, it's about emotions, connections, and chemistry that has been formed since a dozen years ago. Since 9 a.m. local time, various black cars have been arriving regularly to the basement of the studio. From one of these vehicles, Jimin looks down first, wearing a bone-white, oversized hoodie and casual black pants. He was accompanied by a HYB manager and went straight into the building with a quick but calm step. Shortly thereafter, it was Jungkook's turn to appear, wearing a black baseball cap and dark glasses, carrying a large backpack and brandishing a small hand toward the camera before disappearing behind the studio's automatic door. What happened in that room today is very little known, but the bits and pieces of information from reliable sources were enough to make the entire world ARMY ecstatic as well as emotional. According to an exclusive report from a vocal technician working on the second floor, the atmosphere today is much more intense than the previous days. "This is not just an ordinary recording," he said. "There was a moment where Jimin went into the vocal booth, then asked for the studio lights to be dimmed. She sang twice without stopping, then came out with red eyes. No words, but everyone in the room could feel it. The song is full of meaning." In a different room, Jungkook is seen having a serious discussion with an American producer who has worked with artists like Billie Eilish and Justin Bieber. Their discussion was not only about musical arrangements, but also about vibe, storytelling, and even choreography. Jungkook suggested that one of the songs have a very quiet but strong bridge, as if inviting the listener into a world full of hurt but hope. Shortly thereafter, Jimin and Jungkook enter the same room, Studio A. According to an audio editor who had time to record the process from the control booth, the moment when both recorded the chorus at the same time was one of the most magical moments. They just stared at each other for a while before they started singing. No long lines, no warnings. As if they knew what to do, even before the music started. Not only focused on recording, this afternoon they were also reportedly involved in a brainstorming session with the visual director to discuss the concept of a music video. Unexpectedly, they rejected the concept of full CGI effects and preferred a realistic approach, with more intimate and natural shooting locations, like beaches, empty houses, and small town roads. Jimin had given input that he wanted to convey meaningful solitude through their visual MV. After a recording session that lasted until almost 7 p.m., the two were seen riding back in separate cars to the hotel. But before that, an unexpected moment happened. A staff member who had just come out of the back door caught a brief conversation between Jimin and Jungkook in a hallway near the studio. Jungkook allegedly said, "Hyung, this feels like coming home." And Jimin replied, "Yes, we're finally back where we should be."